Very good Friday morning. We've made it to the end of the week. I'm NTV Chief Meteorologist Eddie Shear. This is your Newfoundland and Labrador weather briefing for Friday, August 1st, 2014. As you can see there, it is August 1st, and that means July has come to an end. And July was an incredibly warm month, not only here in St. John's and the Avalon Peninsula, I should say parts of the Avalon Peninsula, but across much of central and western Newfoundland as well. Taking a look at a couple of climate pieces of information. This was a stat put out yesterday by Rodney Barney with Environment Canada. He works at the weather office in Gander. And going back in history, there are typically not a lot of 25-degree days in St. John's in a given summer, or July for that matter. This month we had 19 of them. 19! That breaks the old record of 14 set back in 1947. And we only average 6 days over the past 30 years. So that puts that into a bit of perspective. In Gander, 27 days above 25 degrees. That breaks the old record of 22, set also in 1947. The average again is 8 days. And in Deer Lake, 24 days above 25, which is 1 day above the old record. I believe that was set back in the 2008, I think. Having a tough time reading this morning. Still need my coffee. And the average is 16 days. So not quite as abnormal on the West Coast, but still it was abnormal. As far as it goes in St. John's, the average high temperature for the month of July was 25.2 degrees. The normal high for July is 20.7 degrees. So we were more than 5 degrees above the normal. And then going back in history, those 4 years you see there are the previous warmest Julys on record. 1920, 23.8 degrees. 1947, the July average high temperature was 23.7. 1975, 23.6. And 2008, 23.5. So it just goes to show you again how warm it actually was. And many areas across the island did have records like this. Unfortunately, I do not have official stats for them, but I can say you're not forgotten about. It has been warm, and it looks like August is going to continue that warmth, although it doesn't look like it's going to be at least as warm initially as it was throughout the month of July. Some folks may or may not want to hear that. Speaking of August, today's August 1st. Here's the forecast from AccuWeather, one of their graphics. High pressure center off the southeast coast of Newfoundland. A little bit of a disturbance working through this morning, actually bringing some showers now. Otherwise, on the west coast, going to be a pretty sunny day. And into Labrador, looking at some showers for central Labrador, meaning the Happy Valley Goose Bay area back toward Churchill Falls and Labrador City Wabush. And in fact, we're already seeing some showers and thunder showers out that way this morning. Speaking of the showers, we can see them here on the radar. And you can see some brighter color showing up there just north of the Burin Peninsula. And we'll take a closer look in at the radar scene here. And again, we can see some reds and yellows showing up. There actually were some lightning strikes not too far away from Arnold's Cove and Clarenville earlier this morning. And this little band of showers here will actually continue to work its way to the east. This is future radar from Environment Canada between 9:30 and 3:30 today. And you can see those showers work their way toward the northeast, but don't really expand eastward very much. Now, on the last frame, that's as of 3:30. Looks like some more showers, possibly even some thunder showers showing up south of the Burin Peninsula and then near the northwest Avalon. So we may get some showers this afternoon across the Avalon, which I do have in the forecast, but I think we'll also get a good mix of sun and cloud as well. We're also seeing some showers and thunderstorms into Labrador this morning. You can see this is the infrared satellite, and I can enhance this a bit so we can see some of the higher cloud tops. And the brighter the color, the higher the cloud tops, and the higher the cloud tops, the better chance we have of enhanced or heavy precipitation, maybe even some lightning. Notice across the islands, it's getting some reds showing up, not quite that high, but in Labrador, looks like actually almost a little complex of thunderstorms there. And we are seeing some lightning showing up right around and southeast of Happy Valley Goose Bay. So expect that little cluster to head toward the coast, I imagine, as it works toward the coast and runs into a sea breeze it should weaken as the wind flow is not terribly strong today, so I think there should be a sea breeze development on the Labrador coast at some point this morning or as we head into the early afternoon. As far as temperatures go across Newfoundland right now, we're generally looking at temperatures into the 20s. Should be another day in the upper 20s for the northern half of the island, basically the northern half of the Avalon, and not the isthmus of the Avalon. Looks like the central Avalon will also be in the fog today. They have been for the last couple of days. I'll talk more about that. Probably a bit cooler in areas that see this band of rain. Possibly some places could pick up several millimeters. And then as we go back west, looking like a dry day on the west coast, temperatures in the 20s, and the humidity should begin to break a bit on the west coast as the day sort of progresses. Up into Labrador, temperatures this morning are in the teens and 20s. I should say just teens. They'll climb to the teens and 20s this afternoon, with again a chance of showers and thunder showers for central and western Labrador. And you know, some of the best ways to confirm if we're getting rain or not is to look at webcams, and this is nlcams.com, and we can see Trepassey. It's foggy where it has been the past couple of days. More than likely, it will stay that way until at least tonight. That's what it looks like in Goobies right now, foggy. The eastern part of Newfoundland, the isthmus of the Avalon, the central Avalon have generally been in and out of the fog the past couple of days. That will happen. In Holyrood, we're looking a little foggy right now. I'm not sure if the cloud will break there or not this afternoon, but I do think that in and around St. John's, we are seeing some breaks of sun that should continue throughout the afternoon. Here's what it looks like from the NTV Skycam overlooking the Narrows and Cape Spear. Looks like a nice day out on the water, possibly for some whale watching. At the airport, looks like no plane at that gate. Gate 4, I believe. Up near Airport Heights, this is Windsor Lake. That's actually Airport Heights Road there on the top right part of the screen, looks like. Looks like we are getting some breaks of sun, and I can look out the window and confirm that for you. As we look over downtown, this is New Gower Street. Mile 1's there on the right. The little bridge connects, I guess, City Hall from one side of the street to the other. Not looking too bad there, but again, as we go to Central, looks like we're seeing a bit of rain into the Gander area this morning. Grand Falls, Windsor, roads look a little bit wet there. Let's see if I can pick out any highway cams for you and see what we can find. Beautiful day in Corner Brook. Look at that. Let's see. We'll go to the West Coast. Very nice day over Marble Mountain. Here's our NTV Skycam overlooking Corner Brook. Puffy clouds, blue sky. Temperatures not quite as going to be warm today, but not quite as humid as yesterday. And up into Labrador, the webcam does confirm we are seeing showers and thunder showers in the Happy Valley Goose Bay area. But as we make our way back towards Chateau Pond, not looking too bad there. This is from Churchill Falls. Not looking too bad there this morning either. And this is from Mary's Harbor. Beautiful morning up that way as well. So today should be nice. The weekend looks fairly quiet. Maybe some showers and thunder showers into Labrador. Maybe some showers on the island Sunday. But overall, we are still looking very dry as we step into next week. And what I want to share with you now, I'm not going to really get into details about models today. Just we've already gone almost 8 minutes. This is from spotweather.com. Ignore the temperatures here because they're typically not right. It will be in the teens and 20s over the coming days. I can share a bit more with that with you later tonight. But what I want to draw your attention to is wind direction. Notice over the weekend, winds stay westerly or southwesterly. And then it looks like on Tuesday they shift around to easterly and then southeasterly as we step into Wednesday. This computer model not really showing any rain over these days as well. This is total rainfall. Notice by Thursday we get a little bit, but this is only 1.3 millimeters. So it is showing some easterly winds on Wednesday, southeasterly winds, which is regatta day. That's what I'm basically trying to talk about now. And then cloud cover as we go into next week looks generally, the lower the graph here, the less cloud there is. So it looks like Tuesday is not looking too bad, but Wednesday, which I believe is regatta day, looks mostly cloudy at the moment. And with a southeast wind, temperature should be in the 15 to 20 degree range. So that's the forecast for Regatta Day. And again, it looks like the weekend is shaping up to be not bad. You know, don't really let the weather ruin your plans. Should be pretty nice. Hopefully the fog along the southern shorelines does break as the wind shifts around to a more westerly direction rather than southwesterly, and the flow gets a little bit less humid. I'm NTV Chief Meteorologist Eddie Shear. Thank you for watching. If you stuck with me this whole time, almost 10 minutes now, what can I say? I love weather. If you want to see me on the news tonight, you can. I'll be on First Edition starting at 5:30, I believe, with Jody Cook tonight, and then the NTV Evening News Hour between 6 and 7 o'clock. On Facebook, I'm meteorologist Eddie Shear. Look me up, and on Twitter, I'm at Eddie Shear. Have a great day. See you tonight.